Men that I have encountered, and I work with a lot of guys who are, they go out there, conquer the world, face everything, face the dragons for their family. But then when they come home, they don't really know how to connect to their family, right? I worked with a lot of military guys, and they'd say that, the one theater they don't train you for is the home front, because you come home, you can go out there and face any battle, but coming home to your family and connecting with them is the one thing they've never really experienced. So many men, right, the rise of avoidant attachment style going higher and higher as men are learning that they can perform, they can fight, they can face risks, but the emotional intimacy is just dying off in men. And I've noticed, and I would love to get your thoughts on this, is here in America especially, we don't really have a functioning family transmission for the last 100 years. It has been trauma responses. It has been men dying or men checking out or men getting destroyed in some way, and the women holding everything together for about 100 years through every generation. And what seems to be happening is the women have stepped forward into those protective roles for so long that they don't really know how to let men step into those roles anymore. Is that something that you're maybe seeing? And not blaming women, but that women have forgotten how to even relate to men, even as men have forgotten how to relate to women?
I think it's huge. I often think about the fact that our parents, and by our, I mean probably most of the demographic listening to this, were raised by World War II vets, and that we often make fun of the boomers and how emotionally inept they are and not aware what's going on with their children or their partners or whatever it is. But, I think back to the fact that many of them were either raised by a Holocaust survivor or a World War II vet. And so you are thinking only maybe one or two generations back in your own family, there was some pretty significant trauma that would have made your parents' or maybe if you're listening, maybe your own parents, emotionally cut off because of trauma, right? And what does that look like? It looks like substance use in the home. It looks like physical and emotional abuse. It looks like emotional distance. All sorts of things that many, many, many of the boomers were raised with in their lives. And they were told that it was normal, right? We all get hit. We all get ignored. Our mothers are depressed because our mothers have nobody really emotionally taking care of them, maybe financially taking care of them, but maybe not because there's maybe PTSD or whatever going on with their partner. And so our mothers are alone. Our fathers are nuts. This is really like the boomer generation. And therefore our mothers are kind of nuts because they're being abused and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm using nuts with love. But that's what they were raised with. And so then we have that generation of parents, they were not modeled how to be emotionally present with people. They were not modeled how to care about attachment needs. They were just modeled survival and get over it, and we're all suffering and blah, blah, blah. And so now we have millennials who were raised only one generation removed from all of those people that had PTSD, really, and their children who probably did because in some ways they were abused, or if not, at least attachment injuries. And we're wondering, why are people not able to relate? And I think that a lot of it plays into that. And so a question that you asked is why are men so avoidant with their emotions? Well, if only a couple generations ago, and for some people this generation, if they've been deployed, they were at war. And you're taught to turn off your emotions, and then you're modeled that. And so men have been modeled again and again and again. Don't attach, be distant, just caretake, but not caretake in a way that's emotional, just pay the bills, work, blah, blah, blah. And the women have been told, like you said, they're not going to be here. They're either going to be dead, or they're going to be abusive, or they're going to be drunk, or they're going to be distant. They're not going to be here. So I'm going to provide for myself, whether that means emotionally or financially. And this is only a few generations of that. So of course we have that playing out right now.
If you like this clip, I know you're going to enjoy the full episode. You can watch it right here.